lose the authority, the position as a minister or chief minister or prime minister. And Home Minister clarified at some point of time that Prime Minister insisted that originally Prime Minister was not there in the proposal, in the legislation. But Prime Minister insisted that he should also be there. It is a very interesting joke that Prime Minister wanted him also to be in the same category. But it may be recalled that one of the supporters of BJP and Narendra Modi, Mr. Chandrababu Naidu, he was put in jail for 52 days when he was in opposition. But now, the central, so far as the central government is concerned, anybody who is not towing the line of the central government would encounter this plight. Even those who within the BJP, it's not only a threat against the opposition, this particular atrocious, incredibly anti-constitutional legislation. The basic jurisprudence says that till proved, having committed a crime, a person is deemed to be innocent. Here, if somebody is arrested on flimsy ground, in most cases it happens. Two chief ministers opposition chief ministers were arrested by this Modi government. The then Delhi chief minister and Jharkhand chief minister. So it's a height of Hitlerite move from the part of the Narendra Modi government. So the 24th Party Congress of CPIM said that neo-fascist trends are appearing in running of the central government. So these developments underlie this particular observation, correct, made by the CPIM. Jammu and Kashmir, the elected chief minister and government, they are rendered helpless, powerless. When a security review high-level meeting was convened, it was presided over by an officer appointed by central government, that is Lieutenant Governor. He is an officer appointed by central government. He presides over, and the elected chief minister is not only given the leadership, he should have presided over, and there is an elected government, chief minister. He was not even allowed to enter the meeting. So this is how central government, BJP government, is undermining the constitutional arrangements in our country. And this Lieutenant Governor made a statement that Pahalgam is a result of security failure. What does that mean? It's a failure of Amit Shah, because the security arrangement is looked after by central government, that being a union territory. On the same lines, deportation of Bengalis from different parts of our country. In Assam, this has become a far bigger issue. Meanwhile, through a Gazette notification, provisions of CAA has been given effect in the case of the country, whereby from three countries, Afghanistan, Pakistan and Bangladesh, people belonging to different religions except Muslims. Other religions are named: Hindus, Sikhs, Buddhists, Jains and all that, Christians. They can live in the country and they would be later on naturally considered as Indian citizens, even if they have entered the country till 31st December 2024, that is few months ago. This is a notification. But I happened to visit Assam. There is a very big, opposition naturally to this. The problem is that this is violative of the Assam Accord. According to Assam Accord, the deadline you know, 1971. Now that is being extended for the entire country, 31st December 2024. Eviction is continuing in Assam. And the Chief Minister, who crossed over from Congress to BJP, and he was also witch hunted by BJP for thousands of crores of corruption. But he once joined BJP, all those corruption charges BJP folded, and he was presented with the Chief Ministership. So the Chief Minister of Assam is having this peculiar history. Why I was there still in Assam, the cabinet took a decision that district commissioners can identify anybody as a foreigner. Only he or she need to be convinced. Of course, how one district commissioner would be convinced? Sangha Parivar people would point out that so and so is a foreigner. They will be sent to detention camp. Full authority is being given to, district collectors. There they are called commissioners. Incendiary remarks of RSS chief Mohan Bhagat, asking Muslims to abandon their claims on the masjid in Mathura and masjid in Kashi. This is a naked violation of the existing law of the land. During the Rama Janmabhoomi Babari Masjid dispute time, Indian Parliament passed a law, that is the law of the land now. All places of worship would continue to be the same way. The status quo would continue in all places of worship. How it was on 15th August 1947. This was the law. Except Babri Masjid Rama Janmabhoomi dispute was not yet been decided. So that was exempted. That is under the legal process. There cannot be any claims or counterclaims about any other place of worship. This was the law. This is the law. RSS chief saying this is basically to continue their using Ayodhya, they thought that they can capture. According to them, 80% of people, 80% of vote. But they got failed even in Ayodhya, last election. So they want new issues to polarize Indian people. So it's highly dangerous. Central Committee discussed about the attacks on women, Dalits and Adivasis, including what happened to the nuns in Chhattisgarh. Details you would get. Parliament session was also reviewed by Central Committee. Parliament session, the government refused to have a discussion on SIR. When political party leaders met the Election Commission of India did not tell us about this SIR being planned. See? Then during the din of the controversy related to SIR on the floor of the House, two very controversial legislations have been pushed through, rushed through, without any discussion. Which are those? One is Mines and Minerals Development and Regulation Amendment Act. This is to privatize even strategically important minerals and metals. Even through a process, foreigners would be allowed to take hold of the precious, strategically important minerals and metals in our country. In this context, some scheduled 6th areas are also included in evictions because they want to hand it over to Adanis and Ambanis. In Assam, recently it is discovered that there are areas where precious, deposits of minerals and metals are available. People are tribal people are forcefully evicted from there. The continuous, systematic, illegal, cruel assassination of hundreds of Maoists in the name of dealing with extremism. This is also, apart from everything else, handing over mineral wealth to private developers. Central Committee noticed. Vice President election was also discussed. Then the turmoil in Nepal was also discussed. Israeli atrocities in Gaza. There is no need to explain anything about the most poignant condition of children, women and people. And the approach of Israel. Many overtures were made for ceasefire. Israel, without the protection, help and assistance of United States of America, they cannot think of it. They are determined that this entire geographical area, which we should remember, if you look at a map before 1948 of this geographical area, you will find Palestine written in every map. Now that Palestine would be removed. That is what Israelis want, with the support of Americans. And Central Committee has decided to undertake a massive campaign on this issue and also on tariff terrorism of Trump and the vacillation of India government. When we discuss the issue of Palestine, for many, it was very clear that Israel is the local thug of United States of America in West Asia. They were behaving like that. Now, beyond any doubt, after October 2023, that incident, a retaliation of Hamas, October 7th, 2023, Israel, Zionists attacked 7 countries. The last one is Doha. And it's a very strange situation. Qatar happens to be one of the places where United States of America is having their massive military installation. In the entire Gulf they have. In most of the countries, Americans have their military installations. But the biggest one is in Doha. And there, Zionists, through their precision attack, killed 5 Hamas representatives on the soil of Qatar, another country. And they were there to negotiate ceasefire. This is a place where such negotiations take place. And one Qatari security person was also killed. A Qatari citizen also is killed. 5 Hamas people have been killed. Without, Trump can't say anything. Trump has given messages stating that no, it was not after having taken the permission from USA or Trump that this attack has been committed. But everybody knows without any doubt that it is with the knowledge. And Qatar presented a presidential aircraft to Trump when he visited. And I think over $3 trillion worth of business Qatar and other Gulf countries offered to Trump. After that, so the attitude of imperialism to their so-called allies is also carrot and stick policy. And UAE happens to be in a very strangely named alliance of United States of America. I2U2. I2 means Israel and India. U2 means USA and UAE. See the strange type of alliance American imperialism is building. Now UAE has already called the Israeli diplomat and expressed their displeasure. How these things would emerge in the coming days, we are not very clear. We have to wait and see. Party CC has given a call to organize massive campaign against tariff terrorism of Trump and the insufficient attitude of government of India towards this assault. Now, their representatives is here. Negotiations are on. I don't know whether you have some information about that. Palestinian Solidarity Campaign. That is a long-drawn program we have decided to organize in different parts of our country. State committees have been called upon to take up livelihood issues of the people and organize campaigns and agitations. Central Committee noted with grief the death of many people in Himalayan states due to climatic changes, flash floods and all that. This shows the necessity to have a comprehensive environmental approach and a rehabilitation approach, relief approach, which central government is yet to evolve. Central Committee has also discussed and adopted a document on the Kisan front, how to strengthen the work among peasants of our country. With detailed discussion, we have given shape to a document on this. Sorry for taking a little more time, that too with a short point.
Campaign on Palestine, can you give more details? What kind of campaign is being planned?
You see, it will have multi-dimensional. We will involve not only mass organizations and eminent individuals and all that. Artists will play an important role. Theatre, poems of Darwish, for example, would be recited. Now, few journalists from Kerala would know there is a short story writer who is 97 years old. He is considered to be the Borges of Malayalam literature. He writes only short stories, and Akhil also knows him. His name is T. Padmanabhan. So I happened to get a story written by T. Padmanabhan, that the title of the story is Children of Gaza. I would be trying to make arrangements to get it translated and circulate among the journalists. And I could not control tears while listening to the story in the voice of the author himself. You see, this has to. So many things are happening. There is on Chinda Ravi Foundation in Kerala. Chinda is the theoretical journal of CPIM in Malayalam. And a person named Ravi, he worked in that for a period. So he has this name, Chinda Ravi. You are an important media person, Mr. Shashikumar, who set up Asianet and all that. Mr. Shashikumar is one of the key live wires behind this Chinda Ravi Foundation. I came to know that in Kerala they are starting a campaign for the children of Gaza. They have all the names of children who have been killed in Gaza. And they are going from city to city. And there will be recitation of poetry and all that, some various. Then 25 people in each place would read out the names of these children who have been killed by Zionists in Gaza. All the names cannot be read in a single place because thousands of them are being killed. So in Kerala, the names of children killed in Gaza would be reverberating from one end of Kerala to another end of Kerala. So many activities are spontaneously coming. So we would try to dovetail our program also with some of programs like this. But this will be a long drawn program. There is Freedom Theatre in Palestine. There are many artists who are trained by Freedom Theatre. They would be performing. One such performance was there in Harkishan Singh Surjit Bhavan a couple of days ago. So many things are happening and we want to get it focused and given a proper direction to this. There, the stand of government of India. During freedom struggle, Palestinian movement was there. Mahatma Gandhi stood with Palestinian movement. I remember his statement. In two different occasions, he had spoken about Palestinian movement. He said, like England belongs to English, France belongs to French, Germany belongs to Germans, Palestine belongs to Arabs. This is Mahatma Gandhi's word. Then he said about Jews. He said, there are Jews. You should also live there. Like in India, people belonging to different religions and different languages live. Like that, Jews can also live there. But not by driving away or capturing that. They should coexist. This is the understanding. Now even two-nation solution is not being accepted by Netanyahu. Anyway, I don't want to speak much about that. So this would be a massive campaign recalling Mahatma Gandhi, Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru, and the deep friendship we had with Arafat.
You said just now that election-bound states were discussed in the CC. Reports have come from states which are going to close. On West Bengal, what kind of report has come? Does it give any hope that you will get any seat in next assembly elections there? Last time CPM got 0.
You see, the report was about the preparations. The report was not to tell us how many seats we are going to win or not. That is not the kind of report we expect them to give. You asking this question is justifiable. It's the right of a journalist to ask this question. But we did not discuss how many seats we are going to win. We want to have a very good performance. We want to enhance our support base in Bengal. That may lead to electoral victories also. And that is couple of months. Elections would be in April, May. And the developments during this period would determine so many things. So we have to wait and see. But we are going to improve our electoral performance also in a big scale. In Bengal, we have had demonstration of workers, peasants, agricultural laborers, and slum dwellers. It's a massive demonstration we had in Brigade Parade Ground. There's a massive youth mobilization. So, non-parliamentary mobilization is very important for the communist movement, the left movement. We did not win many seats in Maharashtra, but the agricultural laborers and poor peasants marched from Nasik to Mumbai. That electrified not only Maharashtra, the entire country. So communists work in different forms. We struggle in different forms. Election also is a struggle. But we will have a good performance in West Bengal. That is what we expect.
Will you go for the state meeting with Congress?
That question also would be addressed by the evolving political developments in the coming days. Now we cannot say yes or no to that question.
തെരഞ്ഞെടുപ്പ് അടുത്തിട്ട് നിൽക്കുന്ന കേരളത്തിൽ ഒന്നിനും ഒന്നായി പോലീസ് മർദ്ദനവുമായി ബന്ധപ്പെട്ട ആരോപണങ്ങൾ ഉയർന്നുകൊണ്ടിരിക്കുക. സിസിബിയിൽ ചർച്ചയായിട്ടുണ്ടോ? ഇല്ല എങ്കിൽ ഇത്രത്തോളം ഒരു വലിയ ആരോപണം ചർച്ചയാകുന്നു.
നോക്കൂ, ഇന്ത്യയിലെ ഏറ്റവും എഫിഷ്യൻ്റായിട്ടുള്ള പോലീസ് സംവിധാനങ്ങളിൽ ഒന്നാണ് കേരളത്തിലെ പോലീസ് സംവിധാനം. എത്രയോ കുറ്റകൃത്യങ്ങൾ, സോറി ഫോർ സ്പീക്കിംഗ് ഇൻ മലയാളം ടു ദ മലയാളം ക്രിസ്ത്യൻ, സോ ഐ കനോട്ട് abandon an opportunity to speak in മലയാളം. അപ്പോൾ കേരളത്തിലെ പോലീസ് മൊത്തത്തിൽ കുറ്റങ്ങൾ തെളിയിക്കുന്നതിൽ, കുറ്റവാളികളെ പിടിക്കുന്നതിൽ എല്ലാം അവരുടെ സാമർഥ്യം വളരെ ഭംഗിയായി ഇന്ത്യയിലെ മറ്റു സംസ്ഥാനങ്ങളെ അപേക്ഷിച്ച് കാണിച്ചിട്ടുണ്ട്. അതാണ് ഇടതുപക്ഷ ജനാധിപത്യ മുന്നണി ഭരണത്തിന് കീഴിലുള്ള പോലീസിൻ്റെ സമീപനം. വ്യത്യസ്തമായൊരു പോലീസ് നയമാണ്. 57 EMS ഗവൺമെൻറ് തുടങ്ങിയതാണ്. പോലീസ് മുതലാളിമാരുടെയും ജന്മിമാരുടെയും കൂലിക്കാരായിട്ട് പെരുമാറിക്കൂടാ. ക്രമസമാധാന പരിപാലനമാണ് അവരുടെ ലക്ഷ്യം. ഇതാണ് പിന്നെ 57 EMS ഗവൺമെൻറ് മുതൽ. പക്ഷെ അന്ന് വെടിവെപ്പുണ്ടാക്കി, ചന്ദനത്തോപ്പ് വെടിവെപ്പ് EMSൻ്റെ ഗവൺമെൻറ്റിൻ്റെ കാലത്താണ്. ചിലർ പറയും EMSൻ്റെ കാലത്തെല്ലാം ഗംഭീരമായിരുന്നു പറയും. പക്ഷെ അന്ന് പ്രശ്നം ഉണ്ടായിട്ടുണ്ട്. ഇപ്പം ചില പ്രശ്നങ്ങളുണ്ട്. എൻ്റെ സഹോദരി ചോദിച്ചതുപോലെ ചില പ്രശ്നങ്ങളുണ്ട്. ആ പ്രശ്നങ്ങളൊന്നും ഇടതുപക്ഷ ജനാധിപത്യ മുന്നണി ഗവൺമെൻറ്റിൻ്റെ പോലീസ് നയത്തിൻ്റെ ഭാഗമായിട്ടല്ല. ആ നയത്തിൽ നിന്നുള്ള ചില വ്യതിചലനങ്ങൾ ചില സ്ഥലത്ത് സംഭവിക്കുന്നതുകൊണ്ടാണ്. യഥാർത്ഥത്തിൽ അവിടെ എന്താണ് സംഭവിച്ചു തുടങ്ങിയ കാര്യങ്ങൾ നിയമസഭയിൽ ചർച്ച ചെയ്തതാണ്. അപ്പോൾ കേരളത്തിലെ പോലീസിൻ്റെ ഭാഗത്തു നിന്ന് ജനമൈത്രി പോലീസ് എന്നുള്ള നിലയിലുള്ള സമീപനമാണ് ഗവൺമെൻറ് പ്രതീക്ഷിക്കുന്നത്. അതിനാണ് ആഭ്യന്തരമന്ത്രി കൂടിയായിട്ടുള്ള മുഖ്യമന്ത്രി പിണറായി വിജയൻ നേതൃത്വം നൽകുന്നത്. പലരും ഉണ്ടല്ലോ ഈ പോലീസിൽ. അപ്പം അതിൻ്റെയൊക്കെ ഫലമായിട്ട് ചിലത് അവിടെ ഇവിടെ സംഭവിച്ചു വരും. അതിനെ പർവ്വതീകരിക്കുന്നതിനകത്ത് അർത്ഥമില്ല. കേരളത്തിലെ പോലീസിൻ്റെ സേവനം ജനങ്ങൾക്ക് ലഭ്യമാക്കുക എന്ന ലക്ഷ്യത്തോടുകൂടിയുള്ള പ്രവർത്തനമായിട്ട് മുന്നോട്ട് പോകും. ഇടയ്ക്കൊറ്റപ്പെട്ട എന്തെങ്കിലും പ്രശ്നങ്ങളുണ്ടെങ്കിൽ അതും കാര്യക്ഷമമായി പരിഹരിക്കാൻ കേരളത്തിലെ ഗവൺമെൻറ് കഴിയും. We can go to Malayalam if there is no question from other journalists. Otherwise, sorry, ഈ ചോദ്യം ചോദിച്ചോളൂ. After.
Have you decided about joining this JPC on constitutional amendment?
Has the government approached you to give any name?
You see, before that, there can, so far as 130th Constitutional Amendment is concerned, on the floor of the House, we will oppose it. In the streets, we will oppose it. So, whether we would go to JPC or not is a different question. If we go to JPC, there also we will fight it. So, to go to JPC, proposal should come. You see, only at that point of time only we would be able to take a decision. But now, it's a matter of fact that different political parties in the opposition has taken different positions. That should have been avoided, and in that the main opposition party, Congress, should have had consultation with other opposition parties in time, so that a common stand could be taken on this. Now Trinamool has declared something, Aam Aadmi Party declared something, Akhilesh Yadav, Samajwadi Party has declared something. We never jump into conclusions. We will assess the situation and take a view. So this is the present situation. So in consultation with other opposition parties, we give lot of importance to opposition unity and opposition coordination and floor coordination in Rajya Sabha and Lok Sabha. So every party in both houses of parliament should show sufficient sagacity and seriousness in coordinating among the opposition parties. And CPM cannot take the leadership in that due to obvious reasons. But still, we are trying to contact. We have been talking to various parties, indicating that we should evolve a common stand.
Sir, CCP Noida visit and
That was a customary visit of delegation that is basically from the embassy. They visit various states with the permission of the External Affairs Ministry of our country. They might have visited, I do not know. We were here with the Central Committee meeting and all
that is the
that.
process. Why don't you say why in
No. It is going and meeting people in the different places of our country. These various embassies do. There is nothing extraordinary in that.
They come here also regularly.
Yeah.
Will there be protest against SIR in Kerala?
Pardon?
Will there be protest against SIR in Kerala?
You see, the way in which Election Commission is, overstepping, that is generally being discussed. Now there is no movement, any political party launched in Kerala. There is, in meetings we speak about it. No agitation has been organized in Kerala. Nobody. But in Thrissur parliamentary constituency, how lot of irregularities have happened and how that led to the election of a BJP only Lok Sabha member from Thrissur. This is widely discussed, and the point that there are lot of areas where the election commission is found wanting, that discussion is there in the public sphere. No other agitation as such so far is being planned in Kerala. Maybe later something may develop.
Comrade, Bihar election should be the first to be held. There was a massive, rally by opposition parties against SIR, and CPIM is also a part of the Mahagठबंधन. What is the expectation from Bihar? Do you think the SIR issue is going to have an impact on the election, or what was that you saw when you were there?
This is the campaign against SIR. In different stages, this has caught the imagination of the people in Bihar. That is my own personal experience when I visited Bihar as part of this campaign 2 times, on 9th July and on 1st September. People are on street. People are discussing this, talking this. So that's a very important game changer so far as Bihar is concerned. But we cannot remain happy with the present situation. Lot more needs to be done. There will be many machinations from, BJP, central government and the Nitish Kumar government there. We are now expecting that the result would be in favor of Mahagठबंधन in a very big way if we are able to keep up the trend that has emerged at this point of time.
We can go to Malayalam after the English questions are over. That's what I think he said it clearly. Any more questions in English?
Or even Hindi. I want to learn some Hindi, if you have some questions.
सवाल पूछिए आप.
हमें पता ही नहीं था कि मैं हिंदी पूछता.
आपको बहुत कष्ट होगा. आप मुझे
वो
हिंदी में.
बात तो लोग सुनेंगे.
सर बिहार में पिछली बार आप लोगों को 4 सीटें मिली थी. तो इस बार अलायंस में जो बाकी पार्टीज हैं वो ज्यादा सीटों के लिए क्लेम कर रही है. सीपीआई में ज्यादा सीट मांग रही है, सीपीआई में ज्यादा सीट मांग रही है. सीपीएम का कितना क्लेम है बिहार में? और कितनी सीटें आपको मिलने जा रही हैं?
हम कुछ क्लेम ऐसा मीडिया लोगों के सामने नहीं रहेगा. तेजस्वी यादव से हम बातचीत करेगा. हमारा बैठक था इनके साथ, और चाहिए तो होगा, इनसे हम चर्चा करेंगे.
सर, सीट शेयरिंग कब तक कंक्लूड हो जाएगा बिहार में? क्या उम्मीद है?
कब तक कंक्लूड हो जाएगा सर?
हम यूपी में, बिहार में हमारा इन्फ्लुएंस को थोड़ा रेस्ट्रिक्शन है, थोड़ा लिमिट है. इसलिए ऐसा लोगों के साथ पहले चर्चा नहीं हो पाएगा. लेकिन हम सीट का ऊपर भी इनसे बातचीत किया. जनरली अप्रोच ज़्यादा सीट और मेजॉरिटी मिलने के लिए कैसा जाना है, असेसमेंट करना पड़ेगा. हम मेरा इंफॉर्मेशन से 9 जिला में, कॉन्स्टिट्यूंसी में बहुत बढ़िया कन्वेंशन किया. 3000, 4000, 5 साल लाइक ऐसा। हमारा सेंट्रल कमेटी मेंबर्स है अशोक चवले, विजय राघवन, वो लोग भाग लेने के लिए गया। सो बहुत बढ़िया एंथुसियाज्म है हमारा केरल के पास। Now I think over to Malayalam.
Malayalam.
फाइनल होगा।
By when?
क्वेश्चन ये था कि सीट शेयरिंग तब तक आप लोग
No,
अनाउंस
no,
करेंगे।
that is to be decided by the main players, to put it very bluntly. See, we are not to decide when this should be over. We have communicated to them that it should not be delayed. It should be starting as early as possible so that we can prepare well in advance. They also understand that.
There is one more question. Palestine Solidarity Day. Is any day fixed entire India one day or
No.
capital or
No.
it can decide?
Because in India, in different states, different celebrations are there. This month end in Bengal, it is Puja. You see, nothing would happen in Bengal during Puja time. You see, so we have left it to the states to identify the suitable time to have the campaign. Both the tariff terrorism of Trump, that would be end of this month and beginning of October. Palestine also, both are interconnected also. You see, no specific date is being given. Okay.
Now I can go to Malayalam, yes. Malayalam board.
ഈ പ്രിപ്പറേഷൻ ഡിസ്കഷനിൽ കേരളത്തിൽ തുടർഭരണം നിലവിലൊരു വിലയിരുത്തലെത്താണ്
നിങ്ങളുടെ വിലയിരുത്തൽ എന്താണ്?
ഇപ്പോൾ ഡിസ്കഷൻ കഴിഞ്ഞു എന്നല്ലേ പറയുന്നത്.
അതെ, പാർട്ടിയും LDFും എല്ലാ നിലയിലുമുള്ള തയ്യാറെടുപ്പുകൾ പൂർത്തിയാക്കിയിട്ടുണ്ട്. കഴിഞ്ഞ തവണ 5 വർഷം മുമ്പ് ചരിത്രം സൃഷ്ടിച്ചുകൊണ്ട് ഒരു തുടർഭരണം ഉണ്ടായി കേരളത്തിൽ. തുടർഭരണത്തിന് ഒരു തുടർഭരണം ഉണ്ടാവും എന്ന അന്തരീക്ഷമാണ് ഇപ്പോൾ കേരളത്തിലുള്ളത്. പക്ഷേ അമിത വിശ്വാസത്തോടുകൂടി പോകരുത്. കാരണം വളരെ കരുതലോടുകൂടി ഓരോ ചുവടുകളും വയ്ക്കണം. അങ്ങനെ മുന്നോട്ട് പോയാൽ ഇടതുപക്ഷ ജനാധിപത്യ മുന്നണിക്ക് പുതിയൊരു ചരിത്രം കേരളത്തിൽ സൃഷ്ടിക്കാൻ കഴിയും എന്ന ശുഭപ്രതീക്ഷയാണ് പാർട്ടി കേന്ദ്ര കമ്മിറ്റി യോഗത്തിൽ പ്രകടിപ്പിക്കപ്പെട്ടത്. ഈ അമിത ആത്മവിശ്വാസം പാടില്ല എന്ന് പറയുന്നത് ഫുട്ബോൾ കളിയിലും ക്രിക്കറ്റ് കളിയിലും എല്ലാം ബാധകമായ കാര്യമാണ്. യു ഷുഡ് നോട്ട് ഹാവ് ഓവർ കോൺഫിഡൻസ് വെദർ ഇറ്റ് ഇസ് എ സ്പോർട്സ് ഈവന്റ് ഓർ എ പൊളിറ്റിക്കൽ ഫൈറ്റ്. ദാറ്റ്സ് എ കോഷൻ. അത് കരുത്താണ്. ഐ തിങ്ക് താങ്ക് യു വെരി മച്ച്. ലാസ്റ്റ് ക്വസ്റ്റ്യൻ.
നേരത്തെ ഈ പോലീസുമായി ബന്ധപ്പെട്ട കാര്യത്തിൽ വിശദീകരണം പറഞ്ഞല്ലോ. അതായത് സർക്കാരിന്റെ നയവ്യതിയാനത്തിന് സാഹചര്യം ഒരുക്കിയിട്ടുണ്ട്, അത്തരം സാഹചര്യം ഉണ്ടാകുമെന്ന് പറഞ്ഞു. അപ്പൊ അങ്ങനെയാണെങ്കിൽ അത്തരം വിഷയങ്ങളിൽ ഒരു ചർച്ച ഉണ്ടായിട്ടുണ്ടോ എന്നുള്ളതാണ്. അതിൽ വ്യക്തത
ഇല്ല, കേന്ദ്ര കമ്മിറ്റിയിൽ ചർച്ച ചെയ്യേണ്ട യാതൊരു പ്രശ്നവും കേരളത്തിലെ ഭരണവുമായി ബന്ധപ്പെട്ടില്ല, പോലീസ് ഭരണവുമായി ബന്ധപ്പെട്ടില്ല. ഒരു ചർച്ചയും അവിടെ ഉണ്ടായിട്ടില്ല. കേരളത്തിൽ CPMന്റെയും LDFന്റെയും കാഴ്ചപ്പാടനുസരിച്ചിട്ടാണ് പോലീസ് നീങ്ങിക്കൊണ്ടിരിക്കുന്നത്. അവിടെയും ഇവിടെയും ഒറ്റപ്പെട്ട ചില വ്യത്യസ്ത അനുഭവങ്ങളുണ്ടാവാം. അതിനെ പർവ്വതീകരിക്കുകയും ഊതി വീർപ്പിക്കുകയും ചെയ്യുന്നതിനകത്ത് അർത്ഥമില്ല. അവിടെല്ലാം കൈക്കൊള്ളേണ്ട സൂക്ഷ്മമായ നടപടികൾ കൈക്കൊള്ളും LDF ഗവൺമെൻറ്. അതാണ്.
മതം മനുഷ്യനെ മയക്കുന്ന കറുപ്പാണെന്ന് കാളമാർക്സിനെ കോട്ടിട്ടു. സാർ ഇന്നത്തെ പത്രത്തിൽ ഇന്റർപ്രറ്റ് ചെയ്തത് റിലിജിയൻ ഹെൽപ്പ് ദി ഒപ്രസ്ഡ് ഫോർഗെറ്റ് ദെയർ സഫറിങ്സ് എന്നാണ്. ഇത് ശരിയായ ഇന്റർപ്രിറ്റേഷൻ ആണ്. ഞാൻ അജ്ഞത കൊണ്ട് കേൾക്കുന്നു.
അവർ സ്ഥലം കുറവായതുകൊണ്ട് അവർ ഇടയ്ക്ക് മാർക്സിൻ്റെ കൊട്ടേഷൻ ഞാൻ കൊടുത്തതിനകത്ത് ഒരു ഭാഗം കൊടുത്തിട്ടില്ല. ഇത് ശരിയാണ്. റിലിജിയൻ ഈസ് ദി ഹാർട്ട് ഓഫ് ദ ഹാർട്ട്ലെസ് സൊസൈറ്റി എന്ന് പറയുന്നുണ്ട് മാർക്സ്. ഇറ്റ്സ് വളരെ പൊയറ്റിക് ആയിട്ടൊരു ഭാഗമാണ്. ഹൃദയശൂന്യമായ സമൂഹത്തിൻ്റെ ഹൃദയമാണ് മതം ഒരുപാട് മനുഷ്യർക്ക് ആശ്വാസം പകരുന്നു. ഇറ്റ്സ് അബൌട്ട് റിലിജിയൻ. ഇറ്റ്സ് എ ക്വസ്റ്റ്യൻ അബൌട്ട് ദാറ്റ് സ്മോൾ പീസ് ഇൻ ഹിന്ദു. സോ മാർക്സ് വാസ് വി ഹാവ് ഇടതുപക്ഷത്തിന് മതത്തെക്കുറിച്ച് വിമർശനമുണ്ട്. അതിനകത്തൊരു ഭാഗത്ത് പറഞ്ഞിട്ടുണ്ട്, ഞങ്ങൾ എല്ലാത്തിനെയും വിമർശനപരമായിട്ട് നോക്കുന്നവരാണ്. പക്ഷെ ഞങ്ങൾ ഡയലക്റ്റിക്കലായിട്ടാണ്, വൈരുദ്ധ്യാത്മകമായിട്ടാണ്. ഒരാളിൻ്റെയും മതവിശ്വാസത്തിന്മേൽ ഞങ്ങൾ കൈകടത്തില്ല. മതവിശ്വാസത്തെ ചർച്ച ചെയ്ത് പിന്നെ എല്ലാ മതത്തെയും ഇപ്പം ശ്രീനാരായണ ഗുരു എനിക്ക് ഒരു ജാതി മതമില്ല എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞാൽ ഒരർത്ഥത്തിൽ യുക്തിവാദിയാണ് ശ്രീനാരായണ ഗുരു. വിളംബരം ശ്രീനാരായണ ഗുരു സ്റ്റേറ്റഡ് ദാറ്റ് he doesn't belong to any religion or any caste. He is the biggest Renaissance leader. അത് മാർസിൻ്റെ വാദം ശരിയാണെന്നാണ് ശ്രീനാരായണ ഗുരു തെളിയിക്കുന്നത്. മാർസിനെ ഒന്നും വായിച്ചിട്ടല്ല ശ്രീനാരായണ ഗുരു. അപ്പം മതത്തെ ബന്ധപ്പെടുത്തി കമ്മ്യൂണിസ്റ്റുകാരെ ആക്രമിക്കാൻ ഒരു പദ്ധതി നടക്കുന്നുണ്ട്. കമ്മ്യൂണിസ്റ്റുകാർ മതത്തിനെതിരാണ്, ദൈവത്തിനെതിരാണ് എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞിട്ട്. മതവിശ്വാസവും ദൈവവിശ്വാസവും ഉള്ളവർക്കൊക്കെ കമ്മ്യൂണിസ്റ്റ് പാർട്ടി ചേരാം. ഇത് പലതവണ വിശദീകരിച്ചിട്ടുള്ളതാണ്. ഇത് മാർക്സ് മുതൽ പറഞ്ഞിട്ടുള്ള കാര്യമാണ്. 24-ാം പാർട്ടി കോൺഗ്രസ് തീരുമാനിച്ചൊരു കാര്യം, ഇന്ത്യയിൽ പടരുന്ന വർഗീയതയെ നേരിടാൻ വേണ്ടിയുള്ള പ്രവർത്തനത്തിൽ മതവിശ്വാസികളെ കൂടി ചേർത്ത് പിടിക്കണം എന്ന് പ്രത്യേകിച്ച് 24-ാം പാർട്ടി കോൺഗ്രസ് എടുത്ത് പറഞ്ഞു. 24th പാർട്ടി കോൺഗ്രസ് സ്റ്റേറ്റഡ് not to fight communal forces, you have to take believers along with you, because all believers are not communalists. Real believers can never be communalists, because those who believe in the essence of any religion, they cannot develop any hatred against any other religion. This is very simple. It's a human approach. This is the Marxist approach. So party has understood that religion is used for poisoning the mind of people and society. So in order to fight communalism, communal poison, you have to win over the religious minded innocent people along with you. So ഈ അയ്യപ്പ സംഗമം എന്ന് പറയുന്നതും ആ കാഴ്ചപ്പാടും അതിനെ സ്വാധീനിച്ചിട്ടുണ്ടാവും ചിലപ്പോൾ ദേവസ്വം ബോർഡിൻ്റെ തീരുമാനത്തെ. ദേവസ്വം ബോർഡിൻ്റെ തീരുമാനമാണ്. ഓക്കെ, താങ്ക് യു വെരി മച്ച്. താങ്ക് യു വെരി മച്ച്.
From my previous office, now I joined station. Can I come and talk to you?
The problem in our country is that we have only politicians, no statesmen.
But your throat has improved now. We started in date
Thank you for the kind
Get
words.
one more seat in Bihar, I think. Plus one. But the way you spoke today.
Now also you spoke in Hindi.
There, yeah. They have to suffer my Hindi.
No, sir. It's quite fantabulous and it's getting improved day by day.
Now you see. Like that, 5-star decision, लागू करना है, implement करना है. At this old age, learn something. Nice to